So, how do you manage your regrets? How do you carry the weight of missed opportunities and wrong turns? Regret is one of the heaviest emotions we carry. It has a way of creeping up on us in quiet moments. A conversation we never finished, an apology we never gave, a door we left closed. We all have regrets. Some are small and fleeting, others sit in the pit of your stomach for years. But the real question isn't whether we have regrets, is what we do with them. I will come back to that later. We heard from our bar mitzvah that the main story in today's Torah reading is the building of the golden calf and the smashing of the tablets. Ever since I was a kid, I've been curious about finding satisfying answers to two questions related to today's text. The first one, did Moses do the right thing by breaking the tablets? The smashing of the divinely fashioned luchot by Moshe, one of the most dramatic images in the entire Bible. The rabbis related to the event in an ambivalent manner. The Talmud, the second most important book in Jewish life, in our days the first one, expresses ambivalence. On one hand, it says that on the 17th of Tammuz, the tablets were smashed and it should be a day of fasting and mourning. Contrast, we have the well-known Talmudic passage in which God is described as saying to Moses, listen to this one, Yashar kochecha sheshibarta. Good for you. Good for you. All the power to you for smashing them. Fasting and mourning as ritual, but congratulations for doing the right thing. And what's the justification? One, he did it to protect the Israelites from greater punishment. He woke them up. Two, he makes them grasp the seriousness of their betrayal. Three, he makes it public about the severity of the mistake. According to all these answers, Moses' action is interpreted not as a failure, but as a profound and strategic response to a crisis, one that ultimately allows for healing and renewal. There is a moment you knock on the table and you say, enough is enough. And this is what Moses did. They are good, but I felt like something was missing in all these answers, and I found this one. Had Moshe brought the people the tablets, they might have simply replaced the attachment to the golden calf with the Torah, continuing the mistaken behavior. It would have been like replacing one fetish with another. Moses understood that the people who had already fallen into idolatry with the golden calf were at risk of turning the tablets into an object of worship. We see very often in our days too. People who kiss the Torah, desperate to touch the Torah, people, and they are the crookedest of the crookedest in the ultra crookedest. You want me to say it again? Sounds so good. No. So Moses says, no va junto. It doesn't play together. You just worship the idol and you want me to give you the Torah immediately. No, you don't. We don't do that. There is a beautiful rabbi. His entire yeshiva was destroyed during the Shoah, Rabbi Salanter. And Rabbi Salanter was great in one-to-one relationship. He invited every weekend students to see how a full Shabbat looks like. So one day he invites a bocher, a student, to spend Shabbat with him. Friday night, 4 p.m., everybody's dressed. Go to the synagogue, listen to a beautiful sermon. Come back to home, They have Shalom Aleichem, Aleichem, and then comes the moment of washing the hands. And they skip that moment. Go straight to Amotzi. Okay, they have a beautiful meal, they bless the meal after the food, they go to sleep. The next day they go to shul, beautiful sermon, beautiful studying, come home, do kiddush. They skip the moment of washing the hands, go straight to Amotzi, which is weird because you wash your hands to elevate, it's part of what you do. It doesn't matter. The day is coming to an end, they farewell ceremony of Havdalah, and the student is almost leaving. The rabbi asks, did you enjoy spending with me? Amazing. Who cannot enjoy being with you? Do you love the spirit of, I love the spirit. Do you have any questions to me? I have a question. There was a moment when, we're supposed to wash our hands before we do Amotzi, and we didn't do that. Yes, said the rabbi. There is a reason. I have a maid, and she has a pain in her back, and she's the one who brings me the water. I will never perform a ritual on the expenses of somebody's pain. Never. He understood that tablets have a weight in the way you will behave. Moses taught them something very deeply. You can't pretend you follow Torah but still be an idol worshiper. Moses wanted to avoid that, and he did. After God forgives the people, something generates a second question, and the question is the following. Those broken pieces of the tablets should have a special destiny. Where are they? That's a good question. We just smashed them. What do you do with that? They were holy. So after God forgives the people, he commands Moses to carve new tablets. These second tablets, a symbol of forgiveness and renewal, are replaced in the Arona Kodesh. But there is a fascinating part. The broken pieces of the first tablets are not being discarded. They too are placed inside the Holy Ark, the Aron inside, resting alongside the whole new tablets. So why keep the broken pieces? Why not leave them behind and focus only on the fresh start? Because the brokenness is part of the story. The Israelites needed to carry with them not just the reminder of God's gift and forgiveness, but also the memory of their failure and the lesson learned through brokenness. And this is where it becomes personal for each of us. Every person is a walking holy ark, a walking Aron HaKodesh. Within each of us are whole tablets, the part of ourselves that reflect our strength, our successes, our moments of clarity and connection with God, but we also carry the broken pieces, our mistakes, our regrets, our tragedies, our failures. And just like the ark, holiness is not found in perfection alone. It's found in the ability to carry both, the whole and the broken. The broken pieces do not diminish the value of the whole, they deepen it. They remind us of the journey, of the growth that comes through failure and the divine mercy that allows us to rise again. I asked you at the beginning, how do you manage your regrets? Do we let them weigh us down? Do we bury them and pretend they don't exist? Or do we face them, learn from them, and let them change us? Regret can paralyze us or it can sharpen us. It can make us bitter, it can make us wiser. The choice is not whether we'll make mistakes, we will. The choice is how we respond once we had made them. That's the challenge and the opportunity that regrets offer us. And maybe, just maybe, the key isn't in erasing our regrets, but in transforming them. On October 7th, life in Israel was shattered. The devastation, the destruction, the loss are immense. We were all shattered that day, our hearts, our sense of safety, our world broken into pieces. And today we too carry the shattered pieces of our hearts. The brokenness will always be with us. But so will the strength and the resilience of the Israel people. The courage to rebuild, to heal, to stand tall even when the ground beneath us feels unsteady. October 7 broke something in us, shattered something deep within our people that will remain broken forever. A wound that time cannot fully heal, and yet what was meant to destroy us has instead forged something unbreakable. From the ashes of that dark day, a new strength has emerged, a quite fierce resilience that no darkness can extinguish. The broken pieces are not just echoes of what was lost, they are sacred proof of what still stands. Every story of survivor, every quiet act of courage, every hand reaching out in the aftermath, these are the new tablets of the people, not etched in stone, but carved into our very soul. When Atan, 13 years old, stood before 1,000 people and pledged for his first time his support to the IDF, he wasn't just speaking for himself. He was giving voice to a truth older than history. That's even when we are broken, even when the weight of loss feels too heavy, we rise, we gather that pieces, and we move forward, together, stronger, unbreakable. That's the power of Am Israel. Today, as we heard, is Joel Newman's yahrzeit. A man of integrity, intellect, generosity, smart, gentle, and at the same time, is Joel Newman's grandson's bar mitzvah. That's the power of Am Israel. Not that we have never broken, but that even in our brokenness, we endure, we rebuild, we live, and like this morning, we celebrate. Shabbat Shalom.